There is a fungus that in the forest attaches itself to an ant, and then it slowly eats the ant from the inside out.
Shut them.
So it literally turns the ant into a zombie. The first stage is twitching. The second stage is wandering around. And then the last stage is dying and being a breeding ground for mushrooms.
What?
So The Last of Us is about that. It's about what would happen if the fungus did that to humans.
You look like a young lesbian golfer.
Me?
Well, 'cause you have a pretty face, that's all.
I'm not afraid of a mom sweater.
My favorite looks is young lesbian golfer.
That's crazy.
Hitting on me right in front of your wife.
Okay, are we all good?
Depends on what good is. I'm just
Get your game face on.
My what?
Your game
Your gay face?
Put your gay face on?
We are gay face.
Your game face.
What's my gay face?
There it is.
Okay, welcome back to whatever the hell this is. Valentine's Day edition. This is a lot. I don't know where to start. We have a Ghostface. We have a Jerid's wife. We have a gay Christian. Let's start with the Ghostface in the room, just so we can address.
Address what?
Oh my God, this is like such a moment. Why am I nervous? Maybe because Ghostface is sitting at me.
With a knife?
Oh my god!
So aggressive.
Okay, so Chris is. This is so weird. Your boyfriend is here. Can I say that? I can say that, right?
Yes, you can say
Oh my God, Chris's boyfriend is finally here.
Nice.
Yes.
Now, Chris's boyfriend, has to hide his identity for reasons, none of which are murder. Well, we hope. Well, maybe. Okay, yes. So we've hidden your identity in a very interesting way. We put you in a Ghostface mask and costume, and we've given you a very high-tech voice changer. Chris, you're controlling it. Do you want to try the monster one?
Yeah, give it a try. Just say hello.
Hello.
The laugh!
We could sell that. That laugh is good.
Ringtone, dude.
The laugh sounds crazy.
Okay, so you're in the Ghostface mask, so we only refer to you as Ghostface today, because we're not going to use your real name.
That's good.
How are you feeling?
Oh, different.
A little different.
Chris, are you nervous?
I don't know. I feel pretty normal, actually.
Oh, and Chris, you're wearing Ghostface on your shirt.
Yeah, to show
How
support.
romantic! Lovers.
Yes.
Okay, Jerid.
Yes.
So your wife, my sister-in-law?
Yeah, she's wearing a mask of the most beautiful woman in the world.
It's too cute. It's disgusting.
But yeah, Sandy, my wife.
Hello.
Very excited.
I'm very excited. I mean, we don't have matching Ghostface shirts, but this will do.
And then obviously I'm here with Ryland.
We're not even sitting next to each other. He has like these romantic setups, and he's like, "Stay far away from me."
Well, no, I think
We're fine.
We'll have a less chance of fighting if we're sitting far away.
We're
from
gonna
each
fight.
other. We're definitely gonna fight. Okay, so first of all, Chris, should we play a little bit with the voice changer to see if we can find Ghostface's voice?
Yes, I think so.
What are the options?
So this is number one, the deep one. Let's get a hello again.
Hello.
Say, and then here's number two. Can you count to 5 for me?
1, 2, 4, 5.
That is so scary.
Wait, can you tell us your favorite thing about Chris in that voice?
Oh, it's gonna be hard for him. It's not a lot to like. There's not a lot to like.
Say something. You know what it sounds like to me? Do you remember the voice that they would use on To Catch a Predator to like talk to the fucking perverts? Where it was like, "Can you come meet me with the pizza?"
Oh, did you bring protection?
Yeah.
Okay, what are the other options?
Then there's 3, which is higher, I think.
What's your favorite thing about Chris?
This one's it's cute.
That depends.
On what?
Yeah, on what?
I don't know. Depends.
What is your favorite thing to
What's your favorite
do
thing
with
about-
Chris?
Oh. Okay, that actually does bring me to my first main question. I think I would say the deeper Ghostface. No offense to the high voice, it's great. My first main question is, where's the line today? Because I have a lot of questions for the game that I made, which is kind of a newlywed type game. We'll get to that. But what's the line? Like,
There's no
you're my
line.
brother, you're my sister-in-law. This is weird. Like, should I avoid certain things? Is there certain triggers you guys might fight about? I don't want to cause divorce.
I think we're good. Let's just run with it.
Yeah, I'm good. We'll see.
You think you have that power to cause divorce?
There's only one thing causing divorce.
Oh,
What?
And everybody knows what it is.
What?
If
Wait.
you lose,
If you fucking lose.
What are your thoughts on Jerid, on this whole podcast thing? Like Jerid doing this, Jerid talking about being a grower. There's a lot of things on this show that are very, very intense and weird. How do you feel about it?
It's not very much different from how he normally is. And Jerid is very blunt just in life as well. So even my family, I mean, we're just all used to it.
you guys are talking about growing at dinner.
No, but no. But there have been situations, I'm sure, where Jerid brought very, inappropriate conversations, and they just go with it. I mean, we're all open and honest.
Oh, that just reminded me. Did I tell you that my dad didn't know there were growers and showers?
No fucking way, dude. I would have sworn that your dad knew.
My father learned from the show.
Wait, does he not? Oh, hold on.
I just thought every guy knew.
Wouldn't he know if you were a baby and he was changing your diapers?
But I guess he just I
Didn't
don't know
the terminology.
He just thought you were a small dick.
What did you
And
tell?
I laughed, and he was like, I didn't even know that was a thing until the podcast. And I was like, wow, I'm glad we're educating my father about different
Dude, that's dope, dude.
That's a great segue because Ghostface, I have some questions for you. Because this is your first time on the show, and Chris is finally revealing kind of his boyfriend. Can you guys say how you met? I feel like people want to know how you met, like how long you've been together, the basics.
I think we can talk about it. Do you want to say it? Do you want me to say it? You want me to start?
Oh, I want Ghostface to say it.
He's never, yeah. say some of it. You too nervous?
Oh, nervous Ghostface is so sexy.
Until he turns around and kills us.
That's what makes it sexier.
Wow. Okay. This is too much. It was first Chris, and now you're coming on to Ghostface. Relax.
No, I mean, what happened was we years ago talked on. Do you remember Periscope?
No.
Yes,
There's a
live stream thing.
Yeah, it was a live streaming app, and I went on there and I just was obsessed with that app. And then I saw that you could title it anything, and I started titling all my things "Ask a Gay Guy Anything," and I'd get people from whether it was Argentina or Istanbul or all over the place coming in and having questions for a gay guy, and some people couldn't fathom someone being openly gay in their country, and some really sweet messages. And one person was like, I actually lived not that far from you, but I could never imagine being openly gay where I am. By the environment I'm in, the people I know, this and that, are quite homophobic, right? Like you were saying, and
I'm so shook. I didn't know any of this. Wait, keep going.
yeah,
I didn't know you've been on Periscope. Has it ever happened before?
When did you guys meet? 20 years ago? When was Periscope a thing, dude?
2010?
it was a while ago.
Damn. What do you mean on MySpace?
But yeah, so it was just one of those things where I felt for this stranger who was I can't be openly gay where I am, and I'm like, that's not okay. You're especially in California. What do you mean you can't be openly gay? And then I was like, there's laws against this, and I started getting really heated about it. And he'd be like, well, yeah, but laws don't prevent everyone in your workplace from making you feel awful and not feeling welcome. You know what I mean? Things like that. And we just got in these deep conversations, and I just kept being I'm rooting for you from afar. And then when he got his first, am I allowed to say? Is that okay to say? When he got his first boyfriend, I was like, oh, good for you. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And we just would check in once in a while. And then we both got cheated on a couple months or something apart from each other, and bonded over that. and yeah, I don't know. He was just I also was sort of very much gaslit into believing I couldn't talk to anyone when bad things happen in my relationship. He'd be like, oh, don't tell your mom because then she'll look at me differently. Don't tell your friends because they'll look at me differently. And I'm like, oh, you're right. I shouldn't tell that. I need to keep that, that's dirty laundry. I need to keep that between us.
Right.
So by the time the breakup happened, I was literally sobbing outside in the rain, not allowed back in my apartment. And I didn't know what to do, and it felt like a weird loophole to talk to a stranger. So I reached out and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And that's kind of how we started talking.
Well, didn't you offer for Chris to come stay there while they were figuring out what to do with the because your ex was living in the apartment that you weren't allowed in?
Yeah. Yes.
So then you guys had a living together rendezvous.
Well, okay, so then my next follow-up question is, how do we know that you're not a psychopath that's gonna live your life?
Well, obviously, look at it.
He hasn't killed Chris yet.
Are you guys in love? Would you say that you love each other?
Wow.
Would you?
What is it?
He said for still being together. Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we would.
Okay, good. Is there like marriage happening or?
It's pretty quick.
Is there marriage?
We're not gonna make it very far.
I want a yes or no answer. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, so have you guys been together long?
Less than a year.
Who said I love you first?
Chris.
I think it was you. That's what I remember.
When did it happen? You guys have only been together like a year.
It was pretty quick. Love at first sight, Jerid.
I like it.
At first sight.
Well,
Scandal.
the fact that neither of you know the answer is not a good sign for
Yeah.
what we're about to do. Play the Newlywed Game. Kind of. You guys have been together for what, 20 years?
About 13.
We've known each other 20 years,
Yeah.
but we've been together about 13 years.
Okay, well, we're newlyweds, and you guys are almost weds. Okay, so here's how the game's going to work. I have a lot of questions. So before I get to the rules of the game, I should talk about the prizes and punishments. So the
Nice.
winners of this game will get something very specific, because we're all playing in teams. There's Jerid and Sandy, Chris and Ghostface. Someone said it, and me and Ryland.
We're on teams together? I thought we were against each other.
No, we're together, but we are kind of against each other, but our points go together. Like marriage. Okay, so the prizes. So I got intel from each of the spouses about what your partner likes and what they don't like to help me with the prizes and the
Yes.
punishments. So Jerid, we'll start with you. For Sandy, you told me that she liked hiking, Whole Foods, and that she also liked Terry Chang acupuncture in Pomona, California. So we have $100.
No way.
That's
Acupuncture. Okay. So that's what you're fighting for.
yes.
Your punishment, we're going to get to those later because they're very intense and everybody
What?
has one. And they're very specific to each
But
person.
do we only get them if we lose?
Let's talk about your prize. So you've been wanting a neon blue Lamborghini Yaris.
Okay, you're gonna get me a Yaris if I win?
I am.
It's a fucking Hot Wheels.
I'm getting you a Yaris for one day. It's a rental.
Nice.
You can drive it around. You can take pictures in it.
Wow, we're fucking winning, you losers.
And Ghostface. When I asked Chris what you like, he sent me a lot of things. He said that you liked barbecue. He said that you like truck shows. He said you like a lot of things, but one thing that he said specifically is a bottle of Macallan Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, 12 years age.
Yes.
Tasty.
So that's what Ghostface is fighting for.
I found a flaw in your game, though.
What?
You've already got the prizes, so if they don't win, you're just gonna be like, "Nah, it's mine."
And the punishments are horrible, but we're going to save those
Oh no.
until the end. Hey, okay, sorry to interrupt the show, but I have to give some shout outs to my favorite sponsors ever. And the first one is Buffy. So obviously I've talked about Buffy a million times before, but I'm going to keep going. You know why? Because they make the best bedding of all time. I said it. And if you're a hot sleeper like me, they make the best cooling bedding of all time. So as you guys know, Buffy makes award-winning bedding that's as soft on you as it is on the earth. The Breeze sheet set goes very well with the Breeze comforter. I've talked about the Breeze comforter a million times. At this point, I was thinking, just a side note, I was like, should I get a Breeze comforter tattoo? Like, you know what I mean? Like, has anybody taken it there with the sponsorship? Like, let them brand me. Sorry, that was you know what? No, I'm going to keep that in. Because, hey, Buffy, hit me up. Let me know. The Breeze comforter is my favorite thing of all time. I sleep with it every single night. It has caused so much love between me and Ryland, my husband. Now I can say that. Whereas I used to wake up in a puddle of sweat and he would wake up next to me and he would be like, ew, get off of me. I want a divorce. But now he says, ooh, it's cool. Stay on me. I want to stay married. So thank you, Buffy. And they don't just have cooling bedding, which they also have a cooling pillow, side note, but they don't just have cooling bedding. They have a bunch of different types of bedding, a bunch of different colors, and it's all very well priced and they ship pretty fast. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but they do. And I just love them. So Buffy is offering you guys a discount. If you want to get 20% off of your Buffy order, just go to buffy.co, not .com, and enter code GROWER at checkout. Oh my God, GROWER. Anyways, the fact that people wear this, the fact that I'm wearing, you know what I mean? It's just a lot, but I love it. I love it. Okay, sorry, back to the ad. Buffy also offers a free 7-night at-home trial, so you can experience Buffy before committing to buying it. Shipping is free, and as always, customers get 100 nights to make sure that they love the bedding, because Buffy has a free returns policy. So thank you so much to Buffy for sponsoring the episode, and for just being a friend of the podcast and the show, and just, I don't know, I just love you guys. So please, go check them out, buffy.co, not .com, and use code GROWER for 20% off of your order. All right, enjoy the rest of the show. So here's what we need to do before we start the game. We need to figure out a word for sex, because I don't want to keep asking questions that have the word sex in it with like my brother here and his wife. It's a lot. So on these shows, they usually say like making whoopee or, you know,
Do they like beating cheeks?
That doesn't sound much better.
Bumping uglies?
I like beating cheeks.
Beating cheeks?
Okay.
That's better.
That would be like more family table, more dinner table talk.
Yeah. We also need to figure out team names.
Okay.
But the first team that's going to answer questions is Ryland, Ghostface, and Sandy. Second team is me, Jerid, and Chris.
Okay.
Yes, we got
that's
this.
so that's how it works. So me, Jerid, and Chris, we need like a team name so we know who's answering the question. Do we have an idea? Oh, the Growers.
There it is. Yeah.
Has to be.
Okay, the Growers.
Yeah.
So Ryland, Sandy, and Ghostface, do you guys have any similar qualities that you could bond over?
Yeah, we all have growers.
Yes.
Have them. The Holders.
The farmers.
Holders. Yeah, we hold. No, I get. Yeah.
The what'd you say?
The farmers, because we make
one-
them grow.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
Wow.
That was incredible.
That was
That's
good.
Yep.
The Farmers. Okay. So, wow. Okay, so let's start with the Farmers. So the Farmers, pick up your dry erase boards. So how it works is I'm going to ask a question to the Farmers, and you guys are going to write down your answers, and us, the Growers, are going to try to guess what your answer is going to be. Don't show each other. And then, obviously, we'll reveal the answers, and whoever is matching will get a point. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm guessing what he's gonna answer.
Yes.
Okay. I'm slow. I need explanation.
And they're going to guess what we're going to write.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I'm not the only one who
No,
knew. Okay.
it is confusing. It took me a long time to figure out how the fuck this
We're
works.
gonna have to make a family tree of how this game.
Okay, get ready for the Newlywed Game. Kind of, don't sue me. Okay, I'm going to start with like a very simple, basic question that'll get us all warmed up, and then it'll get progressively scarier and worse. Question number 1, and this is for the Farmers. Where was your first kiss, and who initiated it? And now the Growers, we have to guess what they're going to say. Okay, everybody good? Let's start with Ryland. Where was our first kiss, and who initiated it?
Shane's couch, first date, me.
I put laying on the couch, Ryland. There you go.
Yes.
I'm so happy you said that, because I thought you were going to say you initiated it because like you don't like taking like responsibility for things like
Oh
that.
my God.
But it was you, right?
No, I was very aggressive, and we dry humped the whole night.
Oh.
Hey.
Yes.
Nothing else happened.
Well, damn. Now we know the answer for the first time we dry humped.
Although, you know what I will say is, like we were dry humping and stuff, and then I had to go pee. And then when I got up to go pee, I came back and he was like, "No, I'm done. It's over."
Well, yeah, I didn't, I was like, we have something good going here. We're not going to spoil it all in one night. Let's leave some mystery.
I think
that's nice.
peeing is like, maybe you can get back to business, but
Not
a
on the-
fart will kill it. 100% a fart destroys the
You
moment.
have farted before that?
We've been together a long time. I can't imagine I haven't farted at one point.
Oh my God.
But not like I wasn't trying like, oh, want to hear this fart? Maybe I was just like, oops.
Oh my God.
It slipped out.
Or I just know it would. How about that?
Just like, oops.
Okay, Sandy, let's see what your answer was.
Okay, so I put Tahoe, Jerid, and after his show.
Oh.
In my car behind the hotel she was staying in.
Whoa.
Me.
Wait, so are those right?
But which one after your show?
Yeah, but I mean, it was where was it? And it was in my car. Me. After the
We
show.
gave extra information. It was after the
Did
show
they check
behind
out?
the hotel.
Let me see. Tahoe.
sorry.
So it was in Tahoe in your car.
No,
No, in his
the
Tahoe.
car was a Tahoe.
How
about this?
crucial
How about this?
information.
How about this?
I thought it was like Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Oh, not that fancy.
How about this? In my car, me.
Perfect. Got it. Good job, you guys. Wow, this is nerve-wracking because you guys, if you don't get it right, you're the only one.
I mean, it was very recent, right? I mean, like within
Yeah.
a year. If you don't know, like, whoa.
I
Okay,
have a really bad memory.
Ghostface, reveal your answer. Where was it?
I probably can't see the beach. I can't see.
And it was you.
The beach and you.
Okay, Chris, what'd you put?
The beach hand.
Right.
Cute. You guys have
Okay.
the fanciest location for sure.
This is a good start. I feel good about this. Let's ruin it. Okay, so Team Growers.
Yes.
What was our first fight, our first big fight about?
I know what. I think I know what it was.
I feel like we don't have the same answer if yours was so easy to write.
Oh, mine was very easy to remember.
We're just
Oh, shit.
I definitely lost this one.
Okay, well, let's see. So first fight, we'll go last. Jerid, what was your first fight about?
I believe it was in regards to I was just sleeping in too late on a regular basis.
Oh.
There's also a time difference because when we first started dating, she was living in like somewhere 3 hours ahead. So I think that was like the first thing. It was like kind of annoying that maybe I was sleeping in too late, and I don't know.
Very safe answer. Okay.
That was very good. I didn't know, so I said he snores. Which,
Has to do with me
kind
sleeping.
of,
Did
yeah.
you guys ever get in like a fight about that though?
Him snoring?
Yeah.
As of recently. Not a fight.
Really?
But
Why?
it's because if I can't sleep before he does, he'll just snore all night, and I'm not a fan of it.
Just
I
kick
can't
him.
sleep.
I just
Oh
kick
no, I
Shane.
do kick him, and then one night in particular, I had to wake up really early, so I pretty much told him, if you don't knock it off, you got to sleep on the couch just until I fall asleep. And he just moved around and made sure he stopped snoring.
But how the hell do you do that? How do you make sure you stop snoring? It's
Listen.
impossible. It's just luck.
I had to get up 3 hours later, so I had to get some sleep.
Okay, so no points for you guys.
Yeah.
Chris, what was your first fight
New
about?
fight.
I don't remember exactly, but I think it was some like political thing, debate, something about politics. I don't remember exactly, but that's what was my guess.
I didn't even get there somehow.
He didn't even write anything. He had no idea. We haven't had a big fight.
I don't believe that.
I mean, we had some pretty good ones, though, but I don't know which one was first, though.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's what I knew it. Because there's been too many.
Wow.
Chris seems like a fighter to me.
I'm
But
very
because-
passionate.
You literally told me you guys were fighting while you were watching a show.
Oh, that's true. But that's
Right?
kind of silly.
That's
It's
what
about
I'm
a
saying.
show. But they're not like big fights. They're not like.
What's been your worst fight? You don't get
Probably the
points.
show. I don't know. Probably the show.
Okay, interesting. Well, I said our worst fight. Now I feel scared because if you didn't put this is like a lot.
Oh,
I probably did.
Okay, I put that I told people that you had sex like a woman.
I said Shane running his mouth about our sex life to his friends.
That's a point. Well, to be more specific about it, one of my friends asked how it was to be bisexual and to be, with you, and how is it different than being with a girl. And then I said, well, honestly, it's kind of the best of both worlds because you're a guy, but you're very feminine. You have like a little girl body and kind of, but that's not bad. And he got so mad. We got to an actual.
Well, he was going into
full-on
such
fight.
details with people that I just and listen, I talk about my whole life on the internet, but it felt different because they were, I don't know. I didn't like it. It rubbed me the wrong way.
It was bad. He walked out on me at a restaurant, and then I followed him, and we were like standing on the street
Ventura
corner.
Boulevard. It was awful.
And yeah, and he was like really upset, and I was like almost crying, and then it was a whole thing, and I thought we were done.
We've never been back to that restaurant.
No, we haven't.
Wow, we get a point.
Okay, so this is for the farmers. This one is getting more aggressive. What's one change to your partner's appearance that would turn you off?
I don't think I understand.
You literally
that.
went on a whole rant about my sideburns being horrible.
Yeah, but you fixed that already, so I can't
you.
put that.
Oh, so are you saying there's something that turns her off about me?
No, something you could do.
Well, I don't want to be offensive.
It's okay.
I don't think it is.
I hope I did the right thing.
Sandy, what's one thing that if Jerid changed you would not like?
Get skinny arms.
Okay, interesting choice. My goal, but okay.
Grew a ponytail. I'd imagine she wouldn't like that.
No.
Right? But it's all right.
You could grow a ponytail, right?
Yeah, and his beard.
Yeah, well, not in my beard on the back, because I grow hair like a donut, like it's just not on the top.
You should do that.
You grow,
You should grow a ponytail.
yeah, for sure.
Well, Sandy, would you like that?
No.
See, so I was right.
Yeah.
I was right.
Okay, so no points, but I'm glad that we know.
But we agree.
There you go.
Okay, Ghostface, what is one thing that if Chris changed you wouldn't like?
Is this thing? Oh no. What is it?
Get fat.
No, I'll still be with him though.
Oh, that's sweet. Chris, what did you put?
I put if my nose grew, because he's not into big noses.
It's not into big anything. It's
I thought it was going to be shaved face because he didn't like when you shaved your face.
That's true too.
Oh.
That's true too.
How fat would Chris have to get for you to not like him?
For you to leave me.
Oh, I see. And why? Is that just not attractive, or do you think it was just
Too much cushion in between.
okay? I see. It's more a logistical thing. Okay.
Too much work.
Too much work. Ryland. What is one thing that I'm scared? What is one thing that if I change you wouldn't like?
Well, listen, and this is going to happen to both of us, but I'm saying if you came home with it like out of the blue, like tomorrow, if you came home with your head shaved, because I would think I'd be like looking at Jerid, you know? It'd be like,
Yeah, keep going. How can you think this is offensive?
I'd be like, am I
Wrong
having...
with Jerid?
No, I'd just be like, am I having sex with Jerid or Shane?
Oh my God.
Okay, so.
So shaved head.
Oh, okay, interesting. I started with shaving my arms, and then I changed it and I put painting my nails because you don't like that.
Yeah, it does give me the ick for some reason.
Wow, so none of us.
Dude, I was going to say, if one of us got that, they automatically win. That was I've never even thought of that. So for us to get that right, that would have been cool.
God. Okay, so that was good. That was almost a fight.
It got me close. With the fight with Ryland.
Well, no, Shane and I are both going to lose our hair. We're hanging on for dear life with Finesse Jerid.
Okay, this one's kind of gross. The question is, where is the craziest, wildest, most obscene place we've ever beat cheeks with our partner?
Is it full-blown cheek beatery? Or could it be like...
Yeah. No, I'm curious too because I feel like there's been a lot of awkward, crazy places, but not full-blown sex.
Okay, then let's say it's.
What's the craziest place you've got to...
What I would say either beat cheeks, bumped cheeks, kissed cheeks, anything where cheeks were involved. Let's start with me and Ryland. So obviously we both said a plane. Yes, I did not know that was illegal.
Is it actually?
I think it is.
But does that count if you basically announced it out loud before you wrote it down?
Well, we both knew. I just thought he would get mad at me because I said it in a vlog once and he made me cut it.
I say rigged.
I did.
In the argument that I want to win, I say rig as well.
Well, let's see if we got a point. If not, then yeah, definitely rigged.
Okay, Jerid,
Let's see.
Sandy.
Driving?
I put behind that dental office across from Hugo's.
Whoa.
Wow, being very specific. But damn, I was thinking about that. We didn't get a point.
Dental office.
It's
I
very...
think it's a dental office.
Sometimes
It was
you just
in a
gotta
car.
get going.
It was in a car, but
There
I
you
mean,
go.
yeah, okay.
Wow. What time of day?
At night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ever in a car in motion?
Not full cheek beatery.
Yeah, but you know, there's jizzle pop going around.
Isn't that the worst?
That's so cute. Jizzle pop.
Feeling the jizzle pop on the go?
I put a film set a client rented out.
Ooh, scandalous.
What client?
I'm not saying.
I was worried about the two of you in this house tonight.
That's a fair
Roadside.
Road.
Oh, just
roadside
on the side of the road.
roadside
The
assistance.
roadside grill?
Oh, okay. So that's not a match, but what film set? What are you talking about? Like in a movie set?
I didn't know you want to put that on there.
Kind of. You didn't know I would put that.
Were you not afraid that there was hidden cameras everywhere?
I thought about it, but I didn't, It
He
happened
can't be
anyway.
trusted. Eyes on Chris at all times.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is going better. Next question. Okay. This is for the farmers. What is the most annoying habit your partner has? Something they do that makes you fucking want to hate it all. If you don't think of this, I'm never going to let you get mad at me for this ever again. Because I'm going to be like, well, it must not be that bad if you can think of it during the match game. Sandy, are you ready?
I don't feel good about it, but I'm ready.
Okay. What is the most annoying habit Jerid has?
He's very tidy.
What?
Very tidy.
What?
What? Fuck! I almost said that. Damn it!
To the point where you can't leave anything in his car before you leave.
Wow. And are you messy?
She's a slob.
I'm not messy. No, I'm just not as tidy as he is.
Oh, so you're messy. You're messy. For sure.
She's comfortable in a mess. You know, is the way I put it. Like where I can't be around like messy stuff and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Neither. I wonder
You know,
why.
I can't be at peace.
Is it a cancer thing? A grower thing?
I put my hair in the sink.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I cut my hair, because that's really the only thing I can think about. I don't know.
Ghostface?
Overthinking.
I mean,
That's deep.
yeah, this is, I mean, I kind of put that. I put easily spiral / panic.
I would say that's a point.
Yeah?
That would be a family feud point.
We got one!
Wow. So what do you do when he starts panicking about something that you think is like stupid? What do you say?
No, I just tell him to chill out.
Time to
But
chill
a lot
out.
of the times it doesn't work anyway, but
Which doesn't work. Telling someone to chill out when they're panicking does not work.
Do you just give him some brisket? A brisket hot dog?
Okay, Ryland?
You blast the AC all fucking day.
That's luxurious. That's good. That's amazing.
Mine was picking my toenail.
Oh, God. Disgusting.
That's an ick.
That's
Ick
an ick,
unlocked.
for sure.
Doo-doo-doo.
But that's not as often. I'm thinking of like regular occurrences. Like you don't turn off lights and you blast the AC.
Damn, he just added more to it.
Ryle's got a list.
Wow.
Like I don't think he's ever turned off a bathroom light to save his life. I bet that fucking vanity light is on upstairs right now.
It is. Why?
What?
Are you mad that I didn't guess it right?
Well, that too, yeah.
You really want to win.
Of course I want to win.
You guys are already leading.
But he couldn't pick up his most annoying habit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited. We have 2 more sponsors for this episode, and they're both brand new. So this is very exciting. Thank you to the sponsors, and thank you to you guys for supporting the show and for supporting the sponsors, because now this is just really cool. I was not expecting to have new ones this year, so I'm excited. Okay, let's get to it. So our first new sponsor today is SeatGeek. Also, before I get into it, I'm very hyper today. I filmed this a couple days after we filmed the episode. I don't know what's going on. Had a lot of coffee. I apologize. If my energy is too much for you at the moment, I get it. Maybe watch this at 0.25 speed. Because then that'll make me more tolerable. Okay, anyways, back to the ad. So you guys know about SeatGeek. They've been around for a long time. So many YouTubers have talked about them. They actually sponsored one of my conspiracy series back in the day. They are the #1 rated ticketing app. So just a few things about them in case you don't know. They have over 28 million downloads, and they have more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek. Concerts, sports, festivals, and of course they have tickets to all your favorite artist shows like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and they also want to make sure that you get the best deal possible. So they have this really cool feature where when you click on the concert you want, so like if you click on Harry Styles or if you click on Carrie Underwood, it shows you these little bubbles. So they have little green bubbles, little like orange bubbles, and little red bubbles. The green bubbles are if it's a good ticket price, if it's worth it, if you can trust that. The red bubble means bad ticket price, not worth it. But also it's just like fun to like look at what's going on and look at like how expensive some of these are. Side note, I spent like 2 hours on it last night just going through concerts and being like, damn. I was like, damn, Taylor. But anyway, it was like $3,000, and I was like, not a good deal. Thankfully, SeatGeek let me know with the big red. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the event with swaps. So I'll have a link in the description of this video. Click on that, download the app, and use code Shane for $20 off. So thank you so much, SeatGeek, for sponsoring this episode. Welcome to our podcast. I hope this ad was okay. I hope you're not afraid of me, that my energy was too much. I promise I'll tone it down next time. Okay, sorry. Get back to the rest of the show. I'll leave you alone. Bye. Okay. Last question. Who starts the most fights? Is starting fights the same as pushing buttons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But then they can twist it on you and be like, I didn't start it.
That's gaslighting.
Is that what it is?
Who gaslights more?
I thought when you gaslight, never mind, I don't know.
It's to make someone question the reality.
See, here's the funny thing is, I don't know what his answer is going to be, but you want to win really bad. So you're probably going to write what you think I'm going to say, even if you, and then you're going to fight about it and disagree. But anyways, okay.
Are you guys giving each other the answers again early?
Jade, you have to
Dude, there's
stop.
a whole lot of
Cheaters,
tomfoolery on this shit.
Ryland, I think we're on the same
Rigged.
page.
Are you giving me a hint, Paige? Why are you saying secret words for me? Damn it.
Jared, who starts the most fights?
Sandy.
Duh.
Oh, wow. You agree.
Well, I'm with Ryland.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to write what I think he's in right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who do you really think starts the most fights?
I mean, I wouldn't say something if I wasn't triggered by anything.
Oh.
Technically,
What are your fights about?
I don't think we really have that much of like the little fights anymore.
I think now it's just irritations, like when you left the stove on all night.
All night?
Yes. I did. I made a couple taquitos. I forgot I left the stove on and I fell asleep.
Okay.
But other than that, no huge fights.
Yeah. And that was today. Yeah, we're good.
Is it off?
It's off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made sure it was off before we left. But yeah.
That's my biggest
Okay,
fear.
Chris, who starts the most fights? If you don't say you.
100% him without a shadow of a doubt.
Wow.
That shadow of a doubt.
That's the answer of a person who starts all the fights.
Yes.
That's,
Who doesn't give a fuck
is that
about women.
gaslighting? That's gaslighting.
That's what you just did is gaslighting.
Wow.
You guys aren't even in sync to win the game.
Wait, I'm so confused. I thought you guys never even fight.
Yeah.
No,
Now I
big
gotta-
fight. Big.
Oh, big fight. The one big fight was all Ghostface.
So, Ghostface, what makes Chris start fights?
That's the smallest things possible almost sometimes. But they're small fights, though.
Do you think he chooses, does he start fights because he likes making up? Or does he like causing you to...
No, he's just very passionate about certain things.
I hate fighting.
I don't believe that.
I do. I
don't. You're a
hate
Cancer.
fighting.
I don't believe that. Do you think you fight a lot, Ghostface?
No, not that much. No, actually, no.
Okay, that's good.
It would have worked out if we did.
Okay.
No, but to be in his defense a little bit, I am very sensitive. I am. But, like, he'll say things that are crazy. Like,
Oh, give us an example. Like what?
like, well, again, like right now, being like, I'd leave you if you were fat. That happened earlier today. Like,
That
that's
was
a
just
pretty.
being funny, though.
and he always goes, "Oh, it's just a joke," and I'm like, "That's not funny. There's nothing funny about it." But like, he'll do stuff like that in regular life. Just, if Ryland said like, "Oh, if you were any taller, I couldn't be with you," how would you feel?
Oh,
I mean, I
will-
say equivalent.
I will say, one of our other, not our first fight, but probably our second. I was like, or maybe I started it. Maybe I am the gaslighter. I started by talking about like, I was convinced you weren't attracted to me. I'm like, how are you attracted to me?
years.
I don't believe you. For years? I would say years.
I would say for quite a while.
But then, because I asked you, I'm like, well, if you would have seen me on, Tinder or Grindr or any of these things without knowing me or having a mutual friend, would you have said yes? And you said no.
Did I?
Yes. You're like, well, you weren't typically my type, but I can't believe that I didn't give you.
But people that are on those apps are not really going for, I don't know. My problem with these apps in general are you don't actually, you don't know if there's a connection with a person until, you're in person with a person and there's undeniable chemistry. Like, you can't really tell based on looks. Like, anything could be my type,
Well, I can relate to Shane because when I met Jerid, I thought that he was more into what society thought was like pretty, like super thin, and so I never thought he would be attracted to me. So that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah. So she tried to set me up with her friend.
I did.
No.
Yeah.
And then stole my phone number from her.
No, I
and
didn't
hit me
steal
up.
her phone number. She wasn't even really using it, and
She wasn't even
Yeah, so
really
she set me up. She set me up with some chick I didn't even want to she's very beautiful and whatnot, but not my type.
Right.
And so I was being nice, so I can get to her friend.
well, and then we went on like a double date, and I think most of the night it was just me and you just laughing the whole time.
God, this is like
Yeah.
a Disney movie.
This is cute.
Yeah, that was almost 20 years ago.
Whoa.
Yeah. Here we are, losing.
Who did you usually date? Were you into redheads?
I actually was always attracted to Caucasian, like white guys, but I had only dated Mexicans.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And how was it to be with a white for the first time?
I think all around, I think it was better than I expected.
I grew on you.
Well, the whole time Jerid was like,
It took a second.
yeah. The whole time Jerid was like, get with the white guy, you know, like we're more patient, we're calm, and the whole time he just wanted me to go out with him. He was obsessed.
Very much so.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I guess we need to do our answers. Who starts most fights? I said
me.
Ryland. Yeah.
For sure.
Wow. I'm so happy. But do you believe that?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
Self-aware.
Well, listen, I like to start play fights. I did stop with the actual passive-aggressive fights. Like, when I felt alone with the animals, I'd be like, maybe Shane will take you out. I stopped doing that, and if I want something from you, I'll just ask you.
That's his passive-aggressive thing is he'll go, like, he'll talk to the animals and he'll want me to.
That's a solid move, dude.
But I stopped doing it. It wasn't effective.
Hey,
It didn't
Uno.
work, so now I just say, Shane, go take the animals out.
Uno,
Yeah.
is Shane excited to take you for a walk?
No, I know you're never going on a walk with those dogs.
That's right.
See, I'll just be like, oh, yeah, Walter, did mom leave stuff all over the place?
And I'll tell him, like, please don't say that. He's like, I'm just kidding. We're just talking to each other. I was like, okay.
Oh, so currently we have 4, so we're in the lead.
There's no coming back.
And you guys are tied with 2. You would think that. But the final question is worth 4 points.
Oh.
So this is anybody's game.
Oh,
Whoever wins this question will get 4 points. Now this one is a thinker.
oh no.
It's not a thinker, but this one could start a war.
Oh,
Because I don't even know. I really don't know the answer to this.
are we gonna break up?
So this is a question for the farmers. If a billionaire came to you and said, I'm going to write a check, whatever amount you want, because I want to fuck your spouse, what amount would you say yes to?
Well, we're not all going to get the same amount. Like, is any couple going to get the same dollar amount?
Maybe. That's why it's the bonus all or nothing question. How much
This should be
money-
worth like 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Oh,
whoever's the closest.
Yeah, whoever's the closest. If a
Okay.
billionaire came to you and said, Ryland, I
what
want
do
to
I-
fuck Shane so bad.
What do I need to never work again?
So wait, how much would Sandy take to let someone fuck me?
Yes, a billionaire. Wait, what would God think though? Ooh, I don't want to piss
Stop
off
it!
God.
Don't bring God into this.
I don't know.
Just think God will be there.
He will be
And so
there.
will
God
I.
will be there.
I mean, the real question is, would you let your partner fuck somebody else?
I've
for
already
money?
written my answer just to throw it out there. I'm curious what she says.
Wait, if I
Are we talking Jeff Bezos, Elon?
Well, now I'm scared though because I really don't want the universe to get mad at me.
Stop it! Take
I'm like, wait, I don't want the universe to get mad, but like, I do have a number.
Okay, guess the number I
Okay.
would guess.
Okay.
Or just,
Okay.
guess my number.
So the farmers. Let's start with Ghostface. How much money would you let a billionaire give you to fuck Chris?
Take 50 million.
I love that delivery.
Wow. Hell yeah.
50 million.
Chris is like,
Chris, what'd you write? What'd you write? What'd you write?
he said none, huh?
What? 20 million?
It looks like 26, but
You value yourself less.
I'm really.
Cute. That's cute though. Okay, no point, but that was really cute.
I'm sorry.
Sandy, how much money would it take for Elon to fuck Jerid?
I think Jerid is going to write no sex. He won't be into it.
Oh.
I ain't into it.
Oh,
Dude, because I don't. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. At first, I would never do it.
Right.
But there's no amount of money that I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
You're
That is
strong.
But if there's any billionaires out there that actually are fucking serious, no bullshit, holler at me, DM me.
Okay, now once again, before I show my answer, I have to say once again, I'm trying
It's okay, who cares?
I'm trying to match you.
Okay,
but
fine.
I personally would never let this happen.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So this is not a real answer.
Okay.
So Ryland, you go first.
$80 million.
Oh.
So you think 80 million? That's it. That's all you need.
I'm saying I'm not greedy. My
specific.
beach house is like 20, and I have the rest to live for the rest of my life.
Okay. Well, I think we won because I think we're closer because my answer was 100 million. Sorry, God.
Well, no, they were exactly the same.
I was gonna say, wow.
Right. Okay. Well, they got the point.
You
But
got
100
greedy
million.
with it.
What do you mean? I put sorry, God. No, because I would never do this. I would never do this.
Because he wants you to get that $40 million beach house, Ryland.
Yes. I thought 100 million would have been your number.
Wow.
Oh my God. Okay, so what are the final scores? Me and Ryland have 4. Chris and Ghostface have 2. And Jerid and Sandy have 6.
You don't know how nervous I was. We had to win. I had to win this.
I'm so
really
happy
had to
for
Your
you.
relationship was on the line.
Thank you.
Wow.
Very much so.
okay. Congratulations. So that means that you get the Terry Chang. And you know what? Just because it's a family show and we all just love each other, we're all gonna get our prizes. Except for Ryland. So you're gonna. Well, honestly, I looked into it, and even just to rent the Yaris for a day, it's like $1,400.
Wait, you're not doing that for me?
I was gonna say
Beat,
that.
bitch.
I know. I was gonna say we could do it, but then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But maybe. No, I'll still do it for you.
Just
baby.
buy me one.
Okay. Just go fuck a billionaire. Okay.
Any you're watching.
So now
Serious inquiries only.
Now it's time for the punishment. While somebody's grabbing Ghostface's punishment, Sandy,
Yes.
even though you won, I really wanted you guys to hear your punishment because I tried really hard on it. So Jerid said, I said, what does Sandy not like? And Jerid said, well, she doesn't like Carl's Jr., but she also doesn't like techno music, and she doesn't like cows.
Yes.
So I put together a techno song featuring cows just for us.
That was amazing.
Those poor cows.
Really a prize for us.
Great.
Okay, the punishment for Ryland. So you hate styrofoam.
You're kidding me.
But I didn't want to make a mess because I didn't want to trigger Jerid. So we don't have real styrofoam here. But instead, I did put together this. Don't take your headphones off.
Ew.
Okay. So that was your punishment. And unfortunately, Ghostface, you got the worst punishment. The stinkiest punishment.
Oh.
Chris said that there is nothing you hate more than curry. So we have here, and you only have to do a lick or a bite.
A lick.
But Chris can feed it to you like a baby.
What? Like, can I see that? What does it look like?
What is that?
Oh, okay.
I don't want to make it worse, but it looks like animal fecal matter.
Are you gonna do it together? Oh my God, Lady and the Tramp style.
This wouldn't be a punishment for me. I love curry.
You look like the kind of guy right now that would want to feed a man like this. And that leopard get up.
Wow, this is so.
He ate it!
He really did it. Oh my God.
It doesn't help that it's cold.
Wow, good job, Ghostface. You really took one for the team. Well, wow, good job. Everybody did such a good job on this game. I'm so happy it's over. But we had a really good time, and congratulations to the winners, Jerid and
Their marriage lives to see another day.
I'm the biggest winner because I didn't lose. Because that would have been bad.
And I got to visit Terry.
Yes.
Terry Chang.
That's what really matters here.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, conspiracy theories. See you in a second. Bye. Okay, our second new sponsor of the Sorry, there's a dog here. Okay. I don't know if you saw that. That was a lot. Okay. Our second new sponsor of the episode today, which I'm so excited because I have been wanting to work with them for so long because I've seen so many YouTubers do like brand deals for them, and I've seen so many people wearing them. So welcome our new sponsor, Raycon. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, like earbud headphones that are like, you know, you stick them in your ears, those always fall out of my ears because I have a very weird ear shape. Shout out to all my weird ears. But I also have just never been comfortable in them. I always feel like they're like hard or weird. And Raycon sent me a bunch of their headphones. And let me just tell you, I'm not just saying this because they're sponsoring the episode, which I'm very grateful for. I'm saying this because you can trust me. These are good. I was gonna cuss. I don't know if I'm allowed to. So they have the custom gel tips that will like fit perfectly in your ear. But the actual earbuds fit so good, and I used them on the treadmill. I like was walking around, weren't falling out of my head, which happens every single time with other earbuds. Oof, almost got sued. These did not fall out. They fit so well. So then when they sent me over all the information about it, the earbuds themselves were specifically modified through countless design iterations to seamlessly fit the curvature of the human ear, big or small. It fit so good. Like it was like, sorry, that was gross. But it fit perfect, and I was sweating a lot. That's the other issue I have, is why I kind of like to use headphones like this on the treadmill, is I sweat a lot. So then when I'm sweating, like the earbud will fall out or it'll go wet and it'll change the sound. That did not happen. The Raycons stayed in my ear. The sweat did not affect them. Like it didn't change the sound or anything. And I never had to like adjust them when I was running, which is always annoying. You can pretty much control everything just by tapping on the Raycons. And then the last thing I'm gonna talk about, because I've been talking too much, is noise isolation versus awareness mode. So this is great because the noise isolation, obviously getting rid of the noise around you, making you feel like you're in the song or in the podcast. So that's great if you're like alone or if you're on the treadmill. But the awareness mode is really good because you can still hear what's going on around you. The music is great. Everything sounds amazing, but you can still kind of hear if somebody's next to you asking you a question or anyways, Raycon. I've talked too much. Thank you guys for sponsoring this episode, and they're giving you guys a big discount. So if you go to buyraycon.com/grower, they'll give you 15% off of your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/grower to get 15% off of your order today. So thank you so much to Raycon for sponsoring this episode and sponsoring the show. I hope that you don't regret it. I hope this was okay. Next time, I'm gonna meditate. I'm not gonna ramble. That's a lie. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm leaving. Enjoy the rest of the episode. I promise. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna walk away. Enjoy the show. Just leave me. I'm never drinking coffee again. It's just water with coffee in it. Bye. Okay, so we have some very interesting conspiracies today. But before we get into the interactive ones, I have a question. Where are your kidneys? Can you point to them for me? Like lower, like right here, lower back?
Yeah.
Right? Wrong! Listen, this is stupid, but I got probably 100 emails about this at ShanedawsonPodcastStuff@gmail.com. Send your conspiracies there. But I got like over 100, and people were saying that there's a Mandela effect, that our kidneys have moved because this is where they are now, way up here. Isn't that crazy?
That's like where your lungs are.
Right? That's what I thought it was. That's kidneys.
Are we thinking about liver?
No, it's kidneys. So then I was like, this is so stupid. So then I started Googling. I'm like, this has to be a joke. And then everybody is shook by this. I mean, not everybody. Doctors are not shook.
Kaiser Permanente just put out an Instagram tweet.
Can you imagine if doctors came out and they were like, that's not true, Mandela?
Yeah, dude.
I have a theory.
People are stupid.
Yeah.
Me included. Because here's my theory is, well, yes, we get kidney pain down here. Maybe that's just because down here is where the kidney put something through to something or some bullshit. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I'm assuming that the kidney...
It was sounded very scientific. I mean, I thought you were a doctor for a second.
But maybe you could ask Terry Chang. Like, well, you pointed it down here too, right?
Well, because you get pain right there,
That's what I
but
thought.
I think it's because it's towards your back.
Is that a result of your kidneys not functioning properly? Maybe that's why people call it a kidney pain?
That's what I'm...
Because you piss out a kidney stone, and your kidney isn't in your testicles.
Oof.
And do we all know what kidneys do?
They filter your blood.
Oh, I thought
Totally.
they filtered...
Do they? I don't know anything.
That's why I was asking. I was like, I'm not the only one that doesn't
Don't
know,
they
right?
filter your piss or no? Oh God, they filter the
It's a
toxins out of your
filtration
body.
system.
Yes. Okay, I have more groundbreaking conspiracies coming, but before we get to those, let's get to the interactive ones. So I gave everybody a bottle of chocolate syrup and a half-drinking water bottle.
Gross.
So Jerid actually sent me this because this kind of went viral on something, on TikTok or some shit. And
I
you
saw it.
Yeah, you saw it. Sent me. But basically, you said if you just put chocolate syrup into your water bottle and shake it up, it'll taste just like Yoo-hoo. which I also had to work very hard for.
It's kind of an angering conspiracy to know that I've ever fucking spent money on Yoo-Hoo if I could just make it with water.
Well, this is the part that's going to fucking shake you right now. Oh, he's already going in. That looks so gross.
Wait, how much? How much do you put?
Can you show that? Like, that looks so gross. This is what's making me think this conspiracy might be real, is if you actually look at the Yoo-Hoo box, it doesn't say chocolate milk. It says chocolate drink.
What?
It's so gross, and it's on the shelf. It's not in the fridge section.
Yuck. What?
So
Look at the ingredients list. Is there even
chocolate
milk
water.
on there?
So, by the way, this is why we cut Ghostface a hole in his mouth. If you're wondering why he looks like a fucking S&M fucking thing. Okay. All right, so let's put a lot.
Drink, make me my Yoo-Hoo drink. Drink it, damn it.
Should we take a sip of normal Yoo-Hoo first so we know, or is that clouding our judgment?
No, I think we, because have you drinking Yoo-Hoo in a long time? I haven't.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I did break it open earlier.
Yeah. You fucking popped the bottle. I say we
it's
drink
getting
this
everywhere.
first because I want to see. Wow, use a lot.
It's getting everywhere.
I know. Ours looks like
Damn.
poop water.
Oh man, don't
Yours
say that
looks
right when
like-
I'm about to drink it.
That looks like when you dump out the shit in the RV.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah, thanks, Shane.
So you guys want to taste this first?
You can
Let's see how this tastes.
Ready? No.
Ew.
No chance. No chance.
Ew! Ew! God, it tastes like poop. Why does it taste like that?
Dude, I can't wait to get this Yoo-Hoo in my mouth.
Maybe we need more. Maybe we need more.
No, there's no way.
You'd have to pour the whole bottle to make that taste good.
It's not even like. It's not even close.
Wait, isn't hot chocolate just powder and water? Why is this?
Yeah.
This is not shaking me at all. No. It's just kind of a normal thing.
All right.
Great excuse
Are
to
you guys
drink
not on
Yoo-Hoo.
your Yoo-Hoos yet?
Okay, fine.
This is good.
Yoo-Hoo is fucking good as fuck. I don't
Yoo-Hoo's
care.
Hell
if it's
yeah.
Poop water.
Dude,
This is good.
I would
Wow.
beer bong this.
Is it? So this is your first Yoo-Hoo? Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's really
Which,
good.
by the way, I started falling down a rabbit hole about things that companies do that's kind of crazy. Like, did you guys know Pringles are not chips? They legally can't say they're chips.
Why?
There was a lawsuit because potato chips or any kind of chip is made out of like cut up pieces of potato and they fry it or they bake it, right? But no, Pringles is a potato paste that they make and then they spread it and then they cut out chip shapes.
Is that real?
Yes.
It's just like salt.
So that's why they're called crisps and not chips. Is that crazy? They used to be called chips and they got
It's
sued.
still my favorite.
So good. Once you pop.
Thank you, Pringles, for thinking of the paste situation
thank
and
God.
perfecting it.
That's the thing. Whenever I hear about these things, like I'm not grossed out. I'm like when the McDonald's and they're like, oh, it's not chicken, it's a pink paste. I'm like, it's fucking good. Who cares?
That makes me feel better.
kudos to
honestly.
them.
I'm like, so it's vegan?
Real chicken.
You found a way to turn pink paste into this? Kudos to you.
Or like McDonald's, how they used to only, I don't want to get sued, but they used to,
Allegedly.
allegedly, they would just call their milkshakes McDonald's shakes because there's no milk in it.
How?
That's
Isn't
why
it-
they couldn't call it milkshake. Did you never notice that McDonald's shakes never melted? Like if you had one in the car, that shit never melted.
That's the kind of shake for me.
What is it?
Well, now they changed it, and it is like a milkshake. But years ago, this is a rumor, but some people were saying it's a form of melted plastic.
Oh, I believe it.
So good, though. Stop me.
I don't think they'll care about us saying that.
Because they've changed.
No, because they changed. They fixed it.
Yeah.
They took accountability. Okay, so there's a certain fast food company that I worked with on a project.
Talk about
No, not Taco Bell.
McDonald's.
I can't say what it
Wendy's.
was. But I will say, I was like, oh, in the video, I'm like, is there any jokes I'm not allowed to make? And they were like, just don't refer to our food as dog food. And
Oh,
I
it's
said,
Taco Bell.
No, it's not. It's not Taco Bell. And I was like, what? Why? And they're like, well, because like we had been accused of putting dog food in.
Oh.
It's not dog food. It's just manufactured in a similar way and, and in the same building. And it's kind of the same thing, but it's not dog food. It's not Taco Bell. It's not Taco Bell. But then it got me thinking because Jack in the Box, like their actual tacos have meat in it. Did you know that's not meat?
Wait,
It's
what?
soy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something else. It's like meat substitute
Yeah.
that's supposed to taste like meat. I'm like,
Wait,
Dude,
really?
Jack in the Box been ahead of the game for years then, dude.
yes.
They should just call them Beyond Tacos.
Beyond the Box. Honestly, I love
Whoa.
those. I know.
I hope somebody on their marketing team's listening. And you're welcome.
Okay, well, speaking of gross foods that we want out of our mouths, I have something for us to try. And it is kind of a conspiracy. The scary, the potentially hospitalization, the pink sauce.
Okay.
found out about this on the same day, like months ago. We were hanging out, we were watching YouTube, and we saw these videos about this pink sauce and this girl. She's getting canceled. So we looked into it. She made this sauce in her room or something, and then it went viral. So then people were like, we want it. She's like, I'll give it to you. So she started selling it, like herself in the mail. And then people started getting sick.
Well, everyone that she shipped was like, people were unboxing it because it was so viral, and everyone had a different color variation.
Oh.
Everyone that got shipped was like, it was like oozing out of the bottle from the way it had been shipped.
And yeah, people started getting sick, and she got some lawsuits, I think. But now it's in Walmarts everywhere. There's a factory, it's a whole thing, and now it's like a real sauce that they're selling.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I call bullshit.
An entrepreneur, it's fine.
No, I stand with her. You should go buy this, support her. But I call bullshit because you know how hard it is to get anything done in this world. Like if we ever had an idea, I don't know how the fuck.
No,
to get it done.
went viral.
How did this girl in her room on TikTok, now she's in every Walmart?
Well, okay, Walmart came to her and said, girl, we'll help you refine this recipe and we'll manufacture it for you and you'll get a cut. I'm sure.
Or was the whole thing a story and bullshit just to go viral, just to promote this sauce that was already made and was already ready to ship? I think it's all a bit, and I think it was all a big long con. Because
pink
now
sauce-
this is sold out everywhere. It's so hard to find this.
It's probably just a big joke.
But if everyone was getting
You
sick,
know?
wouldn't they not want it?
We wanted to see if it makes us sick, baby. Now, nobody can describe the flavor. It's something undescribable. I will say the smell of it smells like throw up.
It smells like something's wrong with the ranch. Like, I don't know. Like,
Something's wrong with the ranch. That's the catchphrase. Pink sauce, something's wrong with the ranch. Okay. I did get us the best dipping, though. I got us Jack in the Box curly fries, which was so good.
Okay, Arby's are better.
Let's ruin them.
huh. Ready? Cheers.
I did. Someone Diet Coke me like ASAP.
Oh, you hate it. He hates it.
The initial taste is fine, but the aftertaste, the more it lingers, it gets worse and worse and worse. Really?
Is this supposed to be eaten with fries? Okay, I don't think it's that bad. But... Like, it's not good, but are they babies?
Yeah.
They're babies, right?
It's definitely not good. It's like mixing every sauce in your pantry, but it doesn't taste good.
Dude, I almost threw up.
It tastes like when you eat lunch and you throw up in your mouth. That's literally what it fucking tastes like.
Something has me like going back.
I got that out of my mouth just in time. I would have thrown up if you said that was in my mouth.
Ghostface, give us what's your...
That is disgusting.
What would you do if someone put that on some brisket?
Slap the shit on.
What's the marketing ploy though? Because if it sucks, nobody's gonna buy it a second time. It's a gag.
They're gonna
gift.
try it to see if it sucks.
I know, but then after that, after they've gone through the market, it's over.
But what if people like it? Do
No, they
people
don't.
ever like it?
No.
I don't know. Oh, interesting. The number one ingredient is dragon fruit.
Okay, it was like there was something sweet in there.
Should I read what the bottle says?
Yeah, now that it's out of my mouth.
Far from ordinary.
That's true.
From TikTok to your table. Shock your taste buds with flavor and thrill. Taste Chef Pie's famous sweet and tangy sauce made vibrant with dragon fruit. Are you ready to try the pink sauce?
Their description's accurate. I'll give them that.
I hope that she does well if she's a real person and not like a plant. I hope it succeeds, but I will say that was horrible.
I don't want more.
Not one person liked it.
But I don't know. I'm glad that she's thriving.
It's pretty hard to make a sauce that sucks, right?
I just feel like the whole time I was trying to figure out it's just a little bit of everything. and
It's
not
you
good.
mix everything in your pantry.
Yeah.
I always wondered what to me sounds grosser than Thousand Island. That's it. You know, because Thousand Island is like the grossest thing in the world to me. Now that's
Canceled.
Oh, sorry. Good luck, Chef Pie.
Chef Pie or Carly Pie?
We love you, Carly Pie. Come on the podcast. Okay.
good for them.
The last theory is not really a theory, and I'm not going to go fully into it because I actually want to do like a bigger in-depth video about this because it's been freaking me out so much. Mushrooms. Not magic mushrooms. Literally just mushrooms in general.
Yes.
Okay, I've always thought mushrooms are gross, right? I can't eat
Disgusting.
them. They gross me out, the texture, and I could never figure out why. I was like, there's something about mushrooms that gross me out. Everybody loves them. I don't get it, right?
I love them.
Then,
Ew.
well, get ready, because I'm about to throw some shit at you right now. Did you know that mushrooms are not a plant and they're not an animal? They're somewhere in between.
They're a fungus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're in their own family.
They're actually the closest thing to humans because they intake oxygen and exhale carbon.
And you're telling
Yes.
me vegans eat them?
Vegans are actually debating it.
No way.
Yes, because mushrooms. Now, I'm not going to go through all this, but what I will say is mushrooms have 50 words they communicate. They have 50 words they use that they talk to each other.
What?
50 words.
yeah.
They have like a whole network underground.
Mycelium.
Yes.
It's like
a whole,
Avatar?
A whole network underground that they use to communicate with each other, to like
Communicate?
Basically, the goal of mycelium is to strengthen itself. So to locate other mycelium or basically just get as much volume and mass underground as they can. They use it even to, if they're trying to figure out a maze or the best route for piping, they'll use mycelium and plant one piece over here and one piece over here, and they'll let the mycelium show them the best route for the piping.
Yes, they do it. They did it in, I think it was Japan. I might be fucking that up. China, Japan. But they did it where they were trying to figure out a better subway system that was like more efficient.
That's what it is.
So they literally did that, and then they took what the mushrooms figured out, and they made it the actual subway system.
Mushrooms are smart.
I have a buddy that has a theory. We are actually the creation that mushrooms made to get themselves off of the planet.
That's my fucking theory.
Is it?
Yes.
You guys are bananas.
And he came up with this while we ate a bunch of mushrooms that we grew ourselves. And we thought, dude, they're exposing themselves to us, bro. We did it.
Yes. Another creepy, gross thing is the reason that vegans eat mushrooms instead of meat is because mushrooms have a meaty texture and flavor.
Yeah.
That's so gross when you think about
Like
it.
a portobello mushroom.
You know,
Delicious.
Yeah.
it really, and it grows out of animal shit. Really, that's like the best substrate for mushrooms is manure.
Vegans are questioning it, hardcore ones, because they're like, well, if mushrooms can do all these things that are literally smart, so they clearly are should we be eating them if they're kind of alive? And then the vegans are like, well, but they're not sentient, they don't have feelings, but they are smart, and they're smarter than plants. They're not as smart as animals, but they're somewhere in between, which is so gross to think about. I don't know. It just creeps me out. But then I watched that show, The Last of Us. Have you heard of it?
The zombie show?
Yes.
Yes, I know the game, and I want to see the show really bad.
Do you know what it's actually about?
Not really.
Okay, so the show The Last of Us is about zombies, right?
Yeah.
But the way that they got the idea for the game and for the show was because there is a fungus that in the forest attaches itself to an ant. It goes into the ant, and then it goes into the ant's central nervous system and attaches. Then it starts to manipulate and make the ant do things. It makes the ant climb a certain length, get to a certain spot in the sun, attach to a certain plant to get the nutrients, and then it slowly eats the ant from the inside out, and then it starts to grow its mushrooms out of the ant.
Shut the fuck.
So it literally turns the ant into a zombie. The first stage is twitching. The second stage is wandering around. The third stage is trying to find a place to land. And then the last stage is dying and being a breeding ground for mushrooms. That is literally a dead ant with mushrooms growing out of it from the inside out.
What?
They turn the ant into just a fucking vessel for their fucking mushroom shit. Isn't that fucking crazy? So The Last of Us is about that. It's about what would happen if the fungus did that to humans. And if you watch The Last of Us, they all start turning into mushrooms.
So all of you eating mushrooms are fucked.
But isn't that fucking insane? So then I started going down a long rabbit hole, because then I was like, wait a minute. Mushrooms, they're smart. They have been on this earth for longer than we have. They're the only thing that can survive in space without needing a fucking helmet.
What?
Yes, they sent them into space with no coverings or anything, and the mushrooms thrived in space. They communicate with each other. They can make you hallucinate and make you see God. They can do all these things. They're delicious to some people.
Especially on pizza.
I love them on Pizza Hut.
No, I had
They look like penises.
Then I started looking into it, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of fucking scary ass mushrooms that like I've never seen before. But look, first of all, look at how many mushrooms look like dicks and fucking pussies.
This explains a lot.
And look at that one. That literally looks like a big fake pussy with the butthole attached.
That's how they attract humans to eat them.
Yes.
Really? Yeah. What's with the deadly mushrooms?
And then look at this. Look at this mushroom. That looks like a foot.
Oh, ew, it
Are
does.
you telling me that's not an alien foot?
And you guys are eating this shit?
Oh, I mean, I'm not eating that one.
Look at the ear. Look at the ear. You're
Yeah.
telling me that's not an ear?
That's an ear.
Why are the mushrooms doing this? So then that's when I got into the theory that Jerid was just talking about. And the theory is, and I'll do a simplified version of it, the theory is that mushrooms arrived on Earth first through some asteroid or through something. Then they terraformed the Earth. They created their, ecosystem. They are kind of the beginning of everything, right? They got us to eat them, which would open up our minds to get ideas. Steve Jobs. He took mushrooms. That's how he got a lot of his ideas. A lot of big people who have created and invented all the craziest things we know of have taken mushrooms to help them figure it out, right? So they want humans to eat them to get all these good ideas. And then their ultimate goal is to get us to take them into space to another planet so they can do it all again. So are the mushrooms just using us as a transportation device? Just like they use the ants as a transportation device? Like, that shit freaked me out. And then with The Last of Us coming out, I'm like, we're all starting to be aware of it, baby. We know what they're doing.
I have heard something of, are we the ones harvesting plants or do plants harvest us?
That's what I'm saying.
Because we end up dying, going into the ground, fertilizing plants.
If you pick a mushroom,
even animals, they poop it out.
If you pick a mushrooms, like, far away, no. Like, they're all connected. Yes, that's in The Last of Us. If you kill one of the zombies, the mushroom zombies, all the zombies come running. Because they're all connected through the, what's it called?
Mycelium.
They're all connected through it.
Dude,
it's crazy.
I met a guy whose job was studying tree communication, where they would study how the root systems of trees would intercommunicate with each other.
Wow.
Yeah, don't plants have feelings? And
Shout out to plants, dude. Shout out to plants.
if you play like certain music, they thrive better and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a mushroom with me. Now, I know it sounds stupid, right?
You're going to put chocolate on it?
But I was like, when you look at this fucking mushroom, you're telling me that fucking mushroom doesn't look like the fucking UFO from Nope? You're telling me that's not where they got the fucking idea?
It does.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
Wow.
But you're telling me, look at that shit. Look how fucking scary all that fucking shit is. You're telling me you want me to eat that shit? I don't trust it at all.
Have you ever seen a really, really close-up shot of an eye? It looks like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, there's theories out there that the Bible itself is actually a book that is a ledger of psychedelic experiences with mushrooms that they had to deeply code because the Roman Empire Church wouldn't allow people to use mushrooms. And this was like a psychedelic book that was passed around. And even the halo on Jesus is like representative of a mushroom top. Wow. And then there's all kinds of stuff about Christianity basically being about mushrooms. Wow. The whole on the third day, the rising and all this stuff, because it used to rain after long periods of drought. And the rain was like a big thing. And then 3 days later is usually when mushrooms would start to appear. So on the third day, the sun rose. It's very complicated. But I mean, there's people that actually think that religion is based around mushrooms themselves. So mushrooms could be responsible for religions.
I literally 100% think mushrooms are aliens. And I think that's why ever since I was little, I couldn't eat them. Because if you bite into one, it tastes like skin. It tastes like flesh. It's so gross. And I think it's because they're fucking aliens. And I think maybe an alien is telling me in my head, like, don't eat me. It makes sense. Ghostface looks very, concerned. Does he not like mushrooms either?
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Oh.
I'll eat one right now.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think mushrooms are aliens?
I'm not.
Okay. So I fell down this rabbit hole yesterday. I was freaking out about it. I was finding all these pictures of mushrooms. I was watching all these videos about people talking about mushrooms. And I was watching vegans being like, I don't eat mushrooms because, they have a community. It was all this shit. And then we go to dinner with our friends and literally every meal they ordered had fucking mushrooms on it.
Yeah. It was crazy.
I was just like, oh my God, it was too much.
Well, who's to say you guys aren't eating mushrooms? Because they could put them in different sauces and process them that way.
Very horrible.
They're in all of us.
That's true. That's a good point.
I think it scares me because if you really think about it, mushrooms are smarter than chickens. They're fucking smarter than cows. And we're eating them. It scares me. Why are we eating them, right? They're smarter than all of us. They're smarter than Japan. They created the subway system. It's crazy when you really start spiraling about it. I know people are going to make fun of me, but it's fucking crazy, right?
They're delicious. That's why we eat them. And because at the end of the day, we only have an intellectual level to understand life and death. The mushroom understands the full cycle of eternity and the infinite reality that we're in. So when we eat them, it's not like we're killing them. This is just part of the experience that they're creating for us. So I don't feel bad when I'm eating them. I'm embracing them.
So they want this.
They don't look at it like us. We look at it very arbitrary, like life and death. The mushrooms, there's no such thing as death. You know what I'm saying?
So they're smarter than us.
Yeah, being smarter than us, like they're beyond the emotion and the feelings of feeling bad about dying and eating them. They want us to eat them. You know what I mean?
No.
On that note, oh God, Ryland, get me out of my spiral. Give us a recap.
Lights, camera, action. Ryland's recap is about to happen. Ryland's recap.
On today's episode of the Shane Dawson Podcast, the boys celebrate Valentine's Day with our partners here.
Cute.
Nice.
Okay, hater.
It was cute.
It was cute. You admitted to being the one that starts all the fights.
Oh, please. Shane spreading fake news, trying to ruin Ryland's reputation. It's not true.
Ghostface. I mean, huge. Ghostface is here.
Oh, yeah. Well, Chris makes his boyfriend's debut.
Yeah.
Chris's boyfriend makes a podcast debut. I didn't have anything good, sorry.
Oh, you're not getting a Lamborghini.
Sad news. Ryland, after campaigning for months to get a Lamborghini, Shane breaks Ryland's heart and won't even rent him one.
No.
Jerid and Sandy beaten cheeks by a dentist.
Dentist office.
In freaky news, everyone reveals the craziest place they've beaten cheeks. Jerid and Sandy outside a dentist's office.
Shout out to our favorite acupuncturist, Terry Chang.
Terry Chang, man. Round of applause for Terry Chang. Terry Chang, dude.
Shout out to Terry Chang. Located in
Pomona,
California.
County for all your acupuncturist needs.
The pink sauce was gross.
Yeah. In disgusting news. No, we love her. Entrepreneur, owner of the pink sauce.
Veronica, don't fuck it up, please.
Veronica soars to new heights, shocking the boys with the disgusting pink sauce.
Shane would sell Ryland's pussy for $100 million.
No,
wait,
it was
was it
the
mine?
opposite.
Oh, yuck.
You would cuck for $100 million.
The boys reveal how much they would sell their partners for.
Chris's boyfriend doesn't want Chris to get fat.
He would break up with them, actually. That's what it felt like.
In couples news,
In couples news, if Chris gets fat, he will get dumped.
You found a way to make it seem mean, you know?
You did.
You found a way to make it feel mean.
There's no way to make it seem nice.
Oh, Ryland that beats cheeks like a woman.
In divorce news, Shane reveals, I'm as great as a woman.
It was not Taco Bell that is dog food. Not Taco Bell, it was somebody else.
In an attempt not to get sued, Shane stands by saying Taco Bell isn't dog food.
Dude, kidneys.
Oh, Sandy comes up with a new term for the partners of a grower, which is a lot of the viewers at home.
Ingenious news, all of us dating growers now have a name to identify with. The farmers.
Wow. That's good.
It is really
job.
good.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
Sandy.
That was genius.
All right, you guys, and that's it for this week's episode of the Shane Dawson Podcast. Make sure you're following the Shane Dawson Podcast on Instagram and all of us on social media as well. Make sure you like and listen to the podcast.
Is Sandy,
Oh.
do you mentioned, sorry. you mentioned earlier about, are you still doing it? You're thinking of starting a channel?
I am, but I'm thinking of a name, but I'm excited to do that.
Okay. Well, once you have your channel, you'll come back on our show and promote it.
Yes.
For now, is there anywhere they can follow you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Mystery.
No. Yeah. But
I'll
they will-
I'll make an announcement on mine. Shameless plug. Let's mind travel on IG.
very soon.
Very soon. Okay.
Oh, now you want me to perform?
Keep going.
All right, you guys, buy the Shane Dawson Podcast merch at ShaneDawsonMerch.com, and we will see you in 2 weeks right here on the Shane Dawson Podcast.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed whatever the fuck This was a event. It was a journey, and I feel like we are all closer now that we've been on it together. That was a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. And shout out Pink Sauce Girl. We love you.
Veronica.
Shout out Veronica. We love you. Bye.